Welcome to the Sweat Sanctum Podcast, where we talk fitness of the mind, body, and soul. Now here's your host, Coach Tom.
What's up, y'all? Coach Tom and Coda coming back with a brand new episode of the Sweat Sanctum Podcast. I hope you've all been doing well. We are doing good here in Central Florida, me and my little buddy. It's starting to cool down out there, so homeboy's looking forward, as always, to getting a little walk in. So I'm going to try to keep this one quick. I'll give you a little life update. I know a lot of you follow on Instagram. A lot of you find this podcast through Instagram, and you'll see that I've shifted gears. We are now, my wife and I, the Muscle Mouse and the Muscle Mouse wife, Kim and I, really taking our passion for Disney, combining it with a little fitness, and you'll see my Instagram focus a little more towards that. That's not to say that, the fitness stuff all goes away, but I'm going to focus more of that onto the Sweat Sanctum website, my Facebook page, and really just kind of shift the gears on the Instagram thing. But obviously people still find this podcast through there, so you'll see it a little bit up there. I must taste good. Coda's licking my biceps right now. So, yeah. Life's been pretty good. We're doing a lot of Disney visits, really spending a ton of quality time together, and I love that we have, that bond that we really truly enjoy, going out to the parks together, taking photos, just having a really good time. We've met some awesome people, met some incredible people in the past month or so, just getting on that Disney grind and meeting other people that are into the same thing. So we have a lot of future plans for that, and you'll hear about that very soon, I'm sure. We're working on some things behind the scenes, and it's been a blast, and it's allowed me, her and I, I've got my fitness thing. She works out, Kim, but fitness has always been my passion, and I get my hour or so in every day, but that's where I'm honed in, and I work in the gym, so it's really been fantastic to have that time together and to really share that passion, and we truly love it. We're actually, I think, as soon as she gets home, she might pull in any second. If she does, I hope she don't come in like a wrecking ball. If not, she's going to get to be on this video with us. And we're going to head down to Disney Springs tonight, see some of the fall stuff. I think we're going to Blaze Pizza. Tell me I can't eat a pizza because I work out. 6%, 5% body fat right now. I think I can handle having a little pizza. But that's besides the point. I just wanted to fill you in on what's going on between the two of us right now, what we're up to in life, and how we're really enjoying ourselves. That being said, we got to talk a little bit about fitness. That's what you're here for. That's what I'm here for. And I want to tell you about something I'm working on my website. Right now I'm coming up with 40 to 50 quick rules for life, rules for being a badass in the gym, rules for being a badass in life, rules for kicking ass, and rules for not being a dick. There's a whole bunch of things, rules for nutrition. It's 40 to 50 of my top tips that really I found over 15 years training, 15 years growing into a 35-year-old man, that have made me a better person, made me at the peak of my physical performance game. Really, it's gonna run the gamut, but there are 40 to 50 quick rules that you can pick up. And I say 40 to 50 because I'm only about 35 perfected ones deep. I got some I'm still tuning up. Some I might get rid of. I'm gonna hone in on it before I drop the article. But I'm working on that. You'll see that on the website. I'll share it to Facebook and everything. And I'm going to touch a little deeper onto each of those rules on the podcast. I'm able to talk a little more. We'll go a little long form here. I mean, I'm not gonna run your ears off because I know we don't have crazy amount of time, but I'm gonna hit you, 15 to 20 minutes about those rules, and I'm gonna dive right in on one here. I'm gonna pull it up, and my number, this one hits a nerve, and it hit a nerve today because I'm a constant watcher. Everybody knows my job pays me to have the orange eye. My career pays me to have the orange eye. It means I watch and I notice everything, and I have my eyes all over the room. And I find when I go to a big box gym and a global gym, I cannot turn that off. I can't shut it off, and I'm just honed in the zone. And not just on my own workout, but I'm seeing what other people are doing. And I learn a lot from other people doing their workouts. And I learn a lot of what not to do. And I really, with the topic, we're going to get into today, is I learned why a lot of people aren't successful in the gym. I watch it and you can see it right off the bat. There's a reason you're not making gains, you're not losing weight, you're not doing this, and it's the bottom line on this rule is stop working out and start training. Stop working out, start training. It's a very big difference between a guy that goes into the gym, girl that goes into the gym, spends 2 hours is on the machines, going through the motions, doing this, that, the other thing, la-di-da-di-da, no rhyme or frickin' reason, and somebody who trains and will go into the gym for 45 minutes to an hour and will come out looking like a goddamn Greek god, looking like an athlete, looking like, you chiseled them out of stone. And the big difference is that those alphas, those chiseled out of stone people, they're training. Those betas, the ones that are just kind of taking up space and I really want to use the squat rack, but they're doing bicep curls, they're working out. And both are good for your health. Don't get me wrong, both are good. You have to, I'm a firm believer that everybody has to work out in some form or another. So working out is not a bad thing. But if you're looking for progress and you are not making progress, you need to stop working out and you need to start training. So we'll break down a little bit on the difference between the two of them and how you can focus more on training and not working out as much, if that makes sense to you. So with working out, and working out is anything can be working out. I go for a run, that's working out. Like, I go through the motions in the gym, I do some bicep curls, I do some chest press, I do this, that, the other thing, and I'm really just going through a series of motions, but there's no real rhyme or reason to them. The training program's not really designed. There's no, there's no flow to it. There's nothing that's going to really trigger growth and trigger you to lose weight, or you're lifting 20-pound dumbbells. I'm going to use bicep curl here just because everybody's comfortable with the bicep curl. You're lifting 20-pound dumbbells for the past 5 years on bicep curl, doing 10 reps. If you've been doing that for 5 years, you're working out. You're not training. You're not letting your body adapt, and that's what we'll get to next. Working out, is just a series of motions. You're going through them. Your body, it's getting benefit from them, but it's not going to experience growth. Growth happens when you train your body. So when you train your body, you got to remember, every single lift should have a purpose. Everything you do in that gym should have a purpose, from your warm-up to your mobility work, to every lift that you make, to the stretch that comes after. Everything has a purpose to progress the muscles that you are working on that day, to either grow stronger, become more explosive, to be faster, to build endurance. It could be any one of those. You take your pick. It doesn't have to. You're not gonna build up crazy strength and crazy endurance at the same time. But you need to decide on that purpose and train for that. So, everybody knows, well, not everybody knows, but a lot of people that know me and follow me know that I went through a very rigorous 12 to 14 week bulking phase where I was putting in 6,000 calories. Every single workout, I tracked what I was doing. I made sure that if I was lifting 275 on the bench one day, the next chest session I was shooting for 285 or 280, and I was progressively overloading my muscles. And that's training. That's training to force your body to have to make an adaptation to new stimulus, whether it be more weight, whether it be higher reps, whether it be shorter breaks. You can stimulate your body in multiple different ways, and I'll dive into that on another podcast, but you're going in with a purpose and a set intention. Working out every day and lifting, all right, I'm going to go and do chest on Monday, and my bench press is 185 pounds, and there's no rhyme or reason to what comes next. That's working out. Training is saying, I'm going to get up to 275, and I did that. I went from 245 bench to, I think I maxed out during this bulking phase. I hit, I was going 6,000 calories. I moved myself up to a 285 pound bench. before I hit my deload week last week, and I really scaled things back to let everything recover. So I came in with a plan, and you got to design that plan, and you got to go in and execute that plan and flawlessly. And you know, a lot of people aren't going to like to hear this, but you got to put the fucking cell phone down. I see so many people that bring the cell phone into the workout, and you know, it's 5-minute rest in between a set of bicep curls on a squat rack. You know, your biceps do not need 5 minutes to recover from a set of bicep curls that you shouldn't be doing in the squat rack. You know, that's just, you're standing there and you're not going to force your body to make any physiological adaptation. And that's how you grow in the gym, is that you create progressive overload on your muscles. You constantly add a little bit, and that's how they get stronger. You know, if you're lifting in a 5 to, you know, 5-ish rep range, 3 to 5 rep range, you're shooting to get stronger. You shouldn't be going in with no light weight on 5 reps. Like, it's just silly. If you're looking for hypertrophy, something more like in the 6 to 12 range, depending on the muscle group. If you try to build muscular endurance, something more like in the 12 to 15 range. But a lot of people don't even realize what they're training for. They don't realize what, you know, am I trying to get bigger right now? I knew for the past 14 weeks that my goal was to put on some mass. And I took myself from 195 to 215 pounds. I ate everything in sight, and I lifted every day I could. And I minimized my cardio. I kept my cardio extremely low intensity. If you're going into a bulking period, you know, and I see a lot of people tell me, hey man, I want to gain muscle. And then the first thing they do in the gym is they run to the treadmill and do 30 minutes on the goddamn treadmill at 8 miles an hour. And I'm like, you're not gaining any muscle. You're burning off all your energy and all your like, you're burning off quality training time, focusing on cardio, but that's not the goal you gave me. Why are you going to the treadmill first? Oh, it's my warm up. It takes 5 minutes to warm up. Take 10 minutes, 3 minutes if you do it in the sauna. Body's going to be ready. Just do some, you know, mobility work. Really prime the muscles. You know, a lot of people don't even use a treadmill to warm up. I do, because I like to get my body temperature a little hotter before digging right into things. But a lot of people don't even use that. You don't need, you know, if your goal is strength, you don't need to go in and do 30 minutes of treadmill cardio. It's just going to make you weaker before you go into a heavy lift. I literally trimmed that stuff down. I did 20 minutes of fasted cardio at a very low intensity. I kept my heart rate at about 65 to 71%, which was, you know, my ideal for keeping it below in very low zones, just to create a little calorie burn, not a calorie deficit because I was eating so much, but to create a little extra calorie burn and keep the fat off. You know me, you know, I like to have my abs, and I didn't want to lose them in the middle of a bulking phase, which I've done plenty of times. Tell you what, I didn't do it this time. I look freaking lean and shredded still, and now I'm a little more muscular. I got some meat on these bones, so I'm super happy about that. If you're going to train, you know, if you're going to train explosiveness and power stuff, maybe you could do a little more warm up that way. Maybe you can, you know, get a nice little treadmill pace, do some sprints in the mix, but probably, you know, you're not going to want to go and take a yoga class before doing a power effort like that. Before going into explosive lifts, you're going to stretch out your muscle, you're going to weaken the fibers before you go into explosive stuff, and you're just putting yourself at risk of injury. I mean, I'm going a little on tangents here, but the reason is, you can tell I've put some thought into that. I know what training phases I'm going into. Now I'm working at adding a little bit of explosiveness. I want to lean out. I want to get my cardio game back strong. And I want to chisel out all that muscle that I put on. I want to see if maybe I can drop 5 pounds and see if it looks super defined. Maybe if I drop 10 pounds, I'm ready to step on a stage. And if I drop 15, well, you know what? I'm back where I started. And then we start bulking up again. Not going to do that. That's not the goal. But I feel like I'm a little more prepared to jump on the stage now. So I'm training with intention. You don't work out with intention. You work out, you go through the motions, you know, you're doing same thing, monotonous. I've never lifted 20-pound dumbbells on a bicep curl. Why? Tell me why. You know, I don't know why. I had to bust out a little Backstreet Boys there, because I don't know why you've never tried that. You know, and when people, a I'm going on another random tangent. You know, people see me in the gym, and I've had people ask me, bro, why are you only doing 20 pounds on a bicep curl? Well, because I do 20 to 30 reps per set on a bicep curl, okay? And the reason, always have a reason. That's the difference between training and working out. The reason is because I've torn my distal tendon. I feel it when I go into those heavy weights. So now I look for a different way to stimulate that muscle. How can I force that muscular adaptation, which is, you know, gaining size in my bicep, gaining mass without putting myself at risk of injury? This all goes into the plan. You got to come in with a plan. If you plan to fail, you fail to plan, and that's the bottom line. Like, you're not going to get anywhere. So you can keep working out. It's great for you. It's, you know, the health benefits. But if you're somebody who is looking to make progress and you're somebody who is looking to get better, you need to stop working out and you need to start training. You need to say, look, I'm here. I got 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to dial the hell in. I don't need to go for another workout because I'm going to make this hour the best fucking hour of my day. I'm going to absolutely kick some ass. I'm going to destroy these muscle fibers. You know, I'm going to tear up my legs, and then I'm going to come back at it tomorrow, and I'm going to get some more on the chest. Boom. I know that in my younger days, I worked out a lot, and it works at the beginning because you have a lot of fresh gains. You know, you haven't worked out before, everything is going to work. But when you get to a level, you know, 4 or 5 years in, you need to have a plan. You need to focus more on training your muscles to grow and adapt versus just working out. It's just not gonna do it. And that's why a lot of people stagnate. They hit that brick wall. I'm at a plateau. You're not at a plateau. It's not a plateau. You just, you stopped. You were doing things that were new to your body, and then you found base camp and you were like, ain't bad here. 20-pound bicep curls ain't bad here. I'm going to sit here with my 185-pound bar. I feel good. I feel strong. This is what got me here. But it ain't going to get you any further. That's the bottom line. It's not going to push you any further. You're not going to get any new gains from it. So that's my rant for today. You're going to see this on my life rules, 40 to 50 life rules. I'm going to drop that. I'll send links to all the podcasts that are in there. Today's stop working out and start training. You got the bottom line. You know the rules. Now you're going to follow them. Let me know in the comments if you need more tips on following them, what would help you follow them better. And make sure you follow them on my website. If you don't know how to design a training plan, pay a professional. That's what I do. I can design your workout plan completely online. I have clients all over the United States, in Canada. I got a guy in France now, and we're just, this is what I do. I teach people how to get stronger, how to get bigger, how to get faster. If you're somebody who struggles with diet and you don't know what the hell you're doing there, you got a coach that's got you on apples and chicken breasts, well, fire that guy because he's also a dope, or she's a dope. I don't discriminate. He or she's a dope, and hire somebody that lets you eat to grow, lets you eat to get stronger, lets you eat what you enjoy, but also moves you towards your goal. I got you. That's my own little plug for the end of today's podcast. I thank you for tuning in. Cody, you thank them for tuning in. Make sure, again, likes, loves, shares, comments on Facebook. Keep getting out there, keep kicking ass, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Love y'all.